You have to drive. Well, good morning, Jean. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Hey, PK. Good afternoon, dear. Good afternoon. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Kathy. I am having a good day. Yeah. Hey, PK. Hello, AS. How are you guys today? Hey, Emma. The UK. Hey, Kel. Let's get a few more people in the room and then we'll get started. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, please hit that like button on your way in. A couple announcements before we get started, guys. Our tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, is on sale, 35% off. The link is in the description box below the videos on the Etsy store. So if you're interested, it's a good time to buy one. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Constance. Good afternoon. Good evening. All that good stuff. Okay, let's get started, Cancer, and find out what's happening right now, what you need to know, what you need to know. Let's get into this. What do we need to know? What's happening? What's your energy or the energy around you? Cancer, you're at a crossroads. You're putting in the work. You're working really hard. You're trying to get something off the ground, but you're at a crossroads. Something's not working. Do you need to take it in a new direction? What are you needing to do? And why? Guys, just a couple things. Today is the 111 portal. Okay, the 111 portal in it is also the new moon in Capricorn. I think I have that right. It's a new moon in Capricorn. It is the 111 portal. And it is also a fantastic day because the 111 portal is about, manifestation. Okay. So today is a Thursday. Thursdays are the day of the Jupiter moon, right? On Thursday, it's a Jupiter day. Jupiter is about finance and abundance. So today being the 111 portal, today is a good day to manifest money. It's also a new moon. So release anything that doesn't serve you, remove any blockages, and then manifest to your heart's desire. Today is a fantastic day to do that. You can wash your hands with cinnamon. That's always a good thing to bring in blessings, and salt, which blocks the negative energy, and then the cinnamon activates, abundance. So oh yeah, I did. I said hello, Michelle. In Wisconsin. Oh, yeah. Okay. From the Caribbean. Oh, is it still warm there? We need to go there. Okay, tell me about Cancer. Why do you feel like you can't get something off the ground, or you're at a crossroads about a new beginning? You put your work in, you're putting the work in. You have somebody who's stalking you. You have somebody who's watching. They're looking, they're trying to seduce you, they're trying to tempt you. So maybe there's somebody, you could be dating somebody, Cancer, or you're getting back out there, but there's somebody who's got their eye on you. I felt like the energy over here was, this is working, fixing, working on it, but being at a crossroads. I don't know if you're not willing to put the work in when it comes to dating or getting back out there, or you're just feeling like it's too much work to get out there and deal with the nonsense, because there's a lot of nonsense out there. People are thinking that the world revolves around them. Yeah, kidding. You know, uh, honestly, the entitlement and the audacity all at the same time is rather I don't know, it's kind of mind-blowing, to be honest with you. But getting out there, maybe I feel like it's you, yeah, somebody's got their eye on you that wants to seduce you. But there's also, they could be, I don't know, maybe they want to hook up with you. But this person that is interested in you has third parties. This person has always got options. This person is always one of these that, you're just the new kid in town, so to speak, or you're the fresh meat, okay? Because he's probably already made the rounds and has had the whole buffet, right? And so maybe you feel like it's too much work for you to put in the work here. So, hey, Tansy. Okay, so let's see what we got. Yeah, because the first card out is the Ace of Wands. But what's hilarious is the card that follows. Having to recover from a one night stand, trying to recover from a new passionate beginning. So, in other words, it was one of those nights. Oh boy, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let's see. Okay. Cancer, did you buy the bait? Did you buy the bait here? Because it looks like somebody had a new passionate beginning. They had a hookup, and the next day they're having to recover. Okay, so but I almost feel like that you're trying to find some balance here. Well, I almost feel like you're back and forth about this relationship, and that you're deciding to cut it out. Maybe this is you deciding that this isn't for you. See, here's the thing. You think that people don't want you until somebody else does, right? The minute that you meet somebody new, then you'll hear from somebody from your past. Because you do have a past person here. You're coming in with this pre-empress energy, and there's somebody from the past, a king of wands, and they're wishing to communicate to you. Hey, can we talk? Hey, can we, hitting you up, maybe sliding into your DMs, whatever the case may be. Now they're wanting to talk to you. They're wanting to see what you're up, what you got going on. I feel like you're blocking a new beginning. So for you, You had a reckless night, it's what it looks like. And you're like, no, this isn't for me. You're blocking a new beginning in love. And you're being honest about the burden. You're telling the person why you feel the way you do. It's too much work. It's, maybe you knew this person was going to be a one night stand. You're just cutting this person off. But here you have somebody watching you, wanting to seduce you, somebody who has third parties. You're trying to get back out there and you're at a crossroads about putting in the work in a new beginning. I want to know what your wish fulfillment is for a long time. Okay. Okay. So for a long time, Cancer, your wish was actually the King of Pentacles. You've always had your mindset on one person. This other person from your past is not somebody is even on your radar. You wouldn't even consider this person. This person is somebody that you're not really interested in. Now, this still may be the person that you may have hooked up with, but then said, no, this isn't for me. I really want to be with so-and-so. Right? So I feel like right now, this isn't the person that you want to be around or you want to be with. You have your mindset on somebody else having a new beginning. I feel like you may have some strong emotions that you're holding back because this person may be married and you know that you'll be left out in the cold because of the partnership. You could be trapped in your head about this, wanting to rush towards this person, maybe wanting to reconcile, but there is a third party in the mix. So even though this person that you hooked up with isn't the one you want to be with, the person you do want to be with is with somebody else. So right now, this may be why you feel like it's not for me right now. This isn't what I want. I want some so and so, and that's where your mind is. It's almost if that's going to end up being that way, then it will. You know what I'm saying? If it's destiny, it will be. If it's not, then it won't. But I almost feel like you're passing. Not that you have to give this person a chance. If you're not interested in this person, then you don't. But that doesn't mean that you can't put yourself out there. So let's see what the problem is. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. I'd appreciate it. Okay, tell me what the problem is here. You're meeting up with somebody who's very solid and stable. This is about stability and security, right? And this is meeting up with a man. You're meeting up with a man. This may be the one you're talking to. Let's see where this goes. What's the problem here? Okay. You feel like this person's blowing smoke up your ass. That's what you're doing. This person's blowing you kisses, but you see that they're wearing a false mask. You feel like this person's not being honest with you, hiding their true feelings. They may be gaslighting you, and you're wanting to make healthier choices here. So Cancer, what's happening is you know what this person's reputation is, and that you know that this person isn't good for you. This is why you're saying, my heart belongs to this person over here, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to start anew and let things go, because you obviously can't be with the one you want to be with at this time, right? Because of the circumstances. But this person meeting up, you feel like they act like they want to be with you. They act like you're the one, but the fact of the matter is they're wearing a false mask. Okay, so you're not interested in that. You want to make healthier choices for yourself, because here's the thing: self-love, self-care, being happy. love and life, right? You are looking to find some. I almost feel like you're pretty healthy here, mentally, physically. You're making better choices for yourself. You know where you want to put the work in and where you don't. And there's nothing wrong about that. There's no shame in that game, right? This person just simply isn't matching your vibe. They're not matching your energy, right? See, you can tell when a cancer is healed. Look at this. You can see this person playing mind games and manipulating you. You can see it. You're looking right at it, and you're calling bullshit right out the gate, right? This is like seeing the mind games and manipulation, wishing this person would just be honest about stuff. Wishing here with the star card for honesty, just wishing this person would just say, hey, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? The truth about the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Wands. See, that this person's lying right to your face. This person that, you may be having coffee or drinks with this person, and they're full of it. They're not being honest with you. They're gaslighting you. You're blocking this person from the past. To you, someone needs to be spectacular to interrupt your peace, right? This is your peace. This is your harmony. This is your balance, right? And, you're going to block anybody that's going to try to upset the apple cart, so to speak. You don't want anybody in your vibration that is not matching you, right? This is like you want something that's more balanced with equal give and take. You want somebody who's going to be honest and be on the same page as you. You don't want somebody who's not. And clearly this person is not, because you can see the BS right in front of you. See, this person may be a little obsessed with control or their strength or whatever this. They're obsessed with being. I feel like they're the strength of the burden. This person cannot handle communicating. So this person likes to control things. And it is hard to talk to somebody when somebody's trying to control and manipulate, right? Because that's what I feel like, obsessed with strength, obsessed with being the top dog, right? Or the top of the conversation, or controlling the conversation. And you just find it stifling to even try to communicate with this person. It's a burden to even talk to this person. And this is only a date, guys. This is only a date. Could you imagine ending up in a relationship with somebody like that? Why would you even bother? They're showing you who they are up front, even though they're not. You see what I'm saying? Their actions speak louder than their words do in this case. And no wonder you're on the defense. No wonder you got your guard up. So no wonder you don't want to put the work in. Even if you had a fling with this person isn't somebody you're willing to have a romance with, or, I can't even imagine them being romantic. No wonder you're having to recover the next day. They probably didn't know what they were doing. I'm just saying, rabbit syndrome. If you know, you know. So bad. So bad. You're just oh my goodness. You guys are hilarious. Oh my God. Shock. Oh my gosh, is that the look on your face? I am just saying, if you shock in the mirror, narcissist. No, oh my gosh. Okay. Passion. Oh, the cards. The cards. My guides have a sense of humor, guys. My guides have a sense of humor when the cards come out as shock, narcissist, and passion. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we got? This is how this person's coming towards you. This is how this person's coming towards you. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Oh my God. Cancer, are you directing traffic in the bedroom? Because this person needs to learn a few things from this woman who's going to be talking about some stuff. I just can't. Oh, Lord. The turn this has taken. Holy cow. That is freaking hilarious. Oh, my goodness. This is taking a turn. This is taking a turn. You know, you may be meeting up for coffee telling the guy, dude, you bruised my inner thigh. Oh my gosh, I just can't this morning. Oh hell. You're going to tell him. You're going to tell him, Cancer, because you know if it's in our head, it's out our mouth, right? And you want. It said not only do you have other people on the side, but maybe the one on the side should be teaching you what to do, because. You guys are hilarious. We are good teachers. We are good teachers. We absolutely are. 100%. That's hilarious. This is hilarious. Yeah, you're very guarded. You're very guarded because the strength of this person's audacity. I mean, this mind games and manipulation and the way this person comes across. This person comes across as very, very arrogant. Very, very arrogant. Like they act like they are the best thing since sliced bread. It's a King of Wands. It's an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. Now I know Aries can be very masculine. Aries, and I know because my twin was an Aries. They have a big ego. Okay, they do, and so do Leos. Sagittarius. I was married to a Sagittarius man, so yes, they all three can have big egos for sure, for sure. And so their ego here. This is about like they think they're going to win you over. They think they're going to win you over here, Cancer, and you're not wanting anything to do with this. No, I want to stay single. I will take my little abundance and my bird and stay in my garden by myself. I don't need to deal with this. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I've made the right choice and I'm moving on to success. Empress, pre-Empress energy. We don't need to go back and forth about this. It's not going to change anything. So there's no argument here, right? No argument here. There's back and forth wanting to fight and argue because they're mad that you're not listening to what they're telling you. You're not interested in this person. This person doesn't, boy, my guides, dare I say, I just heard they can't find their ass. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Holy cow. Okay, guides, I know you're having a good time over there snickering and laughing. I know. This is just like, I know, right? This person wants to win. This person, no matter what you say, this person's going to have a comeback. This person is, there's a lot of strife. There's jealousy there. This is like, this person is about the drama. You're back and forth about this. And, they want to win. No matter what, they want to win. Every word that comes out of their mouth is about them, right? And their wish fulfillment, what they want. It has nothing to do with you. You're trying to communicate with this person, but you find it difficult to communicate with this person because every word you say it's a burden to communicate. And out comes the sword. Out comes the sword. This is what happens when you cross the line with a Cancer. This is what happens. They turn into the Queen of Swords and pull that sword out and say, listen, buddy, I said XYZ, right? And I feel like for you pull now you have an opportunity to celebrate, right? Because you've gotten your point across. You've got your point across. Now you're ready to celebrate. You're moving on. You're moving on from this. You're moving on from this relationship. It was a complete hot mess. Chop, chop. Exactly. Here's that explosion right there. This person's going to be heartbroken that you walked away, but you're not. You're happy. You're happy. You're happy. It's almost like this person, you may have known this person from your past. That may have been why you even gave it, a second thought the first night. Maybe, alcohol may have played a part in the reason why things went south. But tell me about the outcome here. Can you see these cards, guys? You got a man and a woman, and you got a commitment. This person, I don't know if it is because Cancers have the best love. I feel like I can't say we have the best love. We're very nurturing people. We are very, we love with our whole heart. Okay. This is not necessarily a sexual thing, but when it comes to love, Cancers have incredible love because they love with their entire being, right? Oh, wasn't worth the spread. Cards or otherwise. You're so funny, Phyllis. Oh my God. That's a freaking hilarious. Okay. But this person, oh, no. Oh, they're falling in love with you, Cancer. Now they're looking at past pictures. They're wanting to be with you. They're interested in you. They're coming unconditional love. Oh, this person is, you have a stalker on aisle 5. You have a stalker on aisle 5. This person wants a commitment with you. He sees himself being married to you. I feel like, here's the thing. You had somebody who was a cheater, was a player out in the streets doing a thing. And then they come across you and you set them straight. You tell them, hey, you know what you're doing. First of all, you don't know what you're doing. And secondly, I'm not interested. And the fact that you're so upfront and straightforward, this person is like, oh, she's the one. She's the one. He probably has a little bit of fear. I mean, usually he can dominate other people. He can't dominate you. And that's the problem here. And nobody else rejects him. He may be very good looking and act like he's, the ladies' man, so to speak, but Cancer is not interested in, because you are turning this person away from you. This person cannot handle it. They're wanting to get married. they're wanting to settle down. Now they're in love with you. Oh, see, you're blocking them. You're standing your ground. You stood your ground with them, right? You stood face to face. You stood your ground with this person, pre-empress. Now you are there. They're telling you, oh, you're the one. You're the one. Their wish fulfillment. Now they want to communicate all the time. You can't get rid of this person. It's like you gotta, right? It's almost like he feels betrayed that you want to move on from him. He wants to take control because you're trying to get away. You're the one that's trying to get, oh, bruised ego, 100% bruised ego. This person cannot handle the fact that, you're not interested. You're not interested. And him chasing you, trying to convince you that you're interested in him is never going to work. It's not. It's not. See, they come rushing in with the truth. Oh, honestly, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Holy cow, Cancer. Now you're guarded and defensive and you're leaving the person out in the cold. And it's like, dude, I didn't tell you this to make you more interested. I told you this because I wasn't interested. There's a difference. There's a huge difference, right? See, now they want to offer you a new beginning, Cancer. They want a commitment. Now now this person is just like, oh, you're the one. I cannot. I'm not going to leave you alone because I want to marry you. I'm ready to offer Cancer a commitment and have a victory because they think that you're the prize now because you've turned them down. Nobody could resist them before. They want this partnership. They want a victory, getting you to be their partner, right? They're going to end up brokenhearted. They're going to end up brokenhearted because Cancer says no. It's illuminating that you are manifesting cutting them out. You are going to put the lockdown. This is like, I almost feel like you have to sneak away. I don't feel like you're being deceptive or lying to this person, Cancer. I feel like you're having to sneak away from this person. You've got to say, oh, hey, I got to go to the bathroom, and you're going to climb out that damn window. You got to climb out the window to escape this person, right? This person's drama. Oh my goodness, all the drama here. And run. Literally, you've made a choice about this relationship. You are moving on, and so Cancer, man. My mom always used to tell me, because when I dated somebody, I couldn't get rid of them, that when I kiss them, they stay kissed, right? Apparently so. It's a Cancer thing. A Cancer thing for sure. Wow. Yes, the Chariot, please. Yes, could you get my car? The valet, get my car, hurry. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Here you go. That is funny to have somebody that is arrogant and you don't even want to be with them. I mean, they didn't know what they were doing. You had to recover the next day. Then you met up with coffee with them and just said, hey, let's just be friends. I'm not interested. Never look back. Yeah, never look back. Well, hopefully you didn't tell them where you lived. Hopefully that you met them at that place and they don't know where you're at. You can always change your phone number. That's too funny. That's too funny. Okay, let's talk about this manifestation day, guys, and what's a good way to manifest it. You can manifest abundance. You can use Psalms. You can also, oh, that's hilarious. Earthly Empress Tarot. my God, that's hilarious. Um, One of the things now, you can do it several ways. You can do it several ways when you're manifesting. When you're trying to manifest abundance in. You can actually do a manifestation candle. I don't know about you guys. I like the prayer candles. They're in a plastic container though. And believe it or not, the plastic container never melts. It's a prayer candle. They're like a 9-day prayer candle, the ones you would probably find in a church. Um, the one thing I do like about them is you can take a Sharpie and you can write your manifestation on the outside of this candle. It's not a glass candle, it's plastic, but you can write what you're manifesting on the outside. One of the things you need to talk about here, okay, most people say, refer to I am grateful, I am thankful, I am this, I am that. Okay, the I am grateful, the I am is your base chakra. So, you're only manifesting from the bottom. Okay. And, yes, you're grounding your energy. Oh, thank you, AS. I appreciate you. But take it up a couple notches, like your third eye. I see abundance coming towards me. Your heart chakra, I feel that I'm on the right track, that I'm moving in the right direction to receive. You know, I think, so you think when it comes to your boy, my brain is like fried this morning. So your throat chakra, I speak it into existence. I speak it so it is, right? So this is intent. And then I think with your head chakra or whatever, I think that it's coming, or I know that it's coming. The I knows would be definitely up in this area. The I sees, the I speak, the I feel, right? So try to keep it higher, the higher vibration, so that when you are, I go down the line, I do one for each one of the chakras. So I know, I see, I speak it into existence, I feel. I can't remember what the solar plex and the sacral are. Hold on one second. Okay. It's where you command the power, but it's not telling me for what. Let me see if I go about it another way. Claim it. You know what? I want to see what, uh, Let's see if it finishes it. You know, I have seen that somewhere. And I can't remember what it was. So if any of you guys can remember any of that, holler at me. Oh, you got the synchronicities hitting you pretty good, huh? Angel numbers, definitely. Yeah, definitely Google those. Okay, I don't see it here. So we'll have to figure it out. But definitely, you know, I see, I think, I feel, you know, go down. I am grateful. Yeah, because right now is the best time to do it. Today is the perfect, it's the most powerful one this year, the most powerful new moon in Capricorn. And so new moons are releasing barriers and bringing in manifestation. The fact that it's a Thursday, that would be financial, you know, monetary abundance, you know, Thursdays, Fridays are love, manifesting, bringing in love and kindness and caring and that kind of thing. Saturdays are protection. Um, I think Tuesdays are releasing. Sundays are new adventures. You know, new. If you're starting a business, or if you're starting something new, Sunday's always a good day to do that, to open those doors, to a fresh new start. I can't remember what Wednesdays and Mondays are, but off the top of my head. But okay, Jean, Constance, and PK, do you have a question for me? Guys, I don't think I'm going to be doing the questions today. I actually need to sage the room because I'm feeling a little foggy in the brain. So before I need to take care of business, I want to cleanse the energy in the space. Oh yeah, cinnamon and salt is good. It is good. Definitely. What's coming towards you for money this weekend, Jean? I feel like you see that somebody may be playing mind games. Jean, I'm gonna do a quick one for you. Tell me about Jean and the money, the issues. Give me a quick one for Jean. What does Jean need to know? What does Jean need to know with the money? I feel like you're going to be celebrating something. I feel like there's a relationship that's going to change. There's a relationship here, something traditional in divine timing that's going to transform. And I see you celebrating pre-empress energy, very abundant here. Okay. So I see that things are going to shift, Jean. Things are going to change. Maybe do that manifestation today and put that out to the universe. And I feel like that it's going to be like they're going to be answering the call, so to speak, right? You've been holding on for a long time, secretly wishing for change. I feel like you've been holding on for a long time, and maybe you're hiding your wish or secretly wishing for something to change. I feel like it's coming towards you. It is coming towards you because I do see this offer here coming. Could be an offer or an apology. I feel like you think it's too good to be true, though, Jean. You're back and forth. You got your eye on somebody, but your judgment is it's a tower moment. You think that it's too good to be true. So, but I do feel you've been holding on. I feel like things are going to come together for you up here. I feel like for you, this is about your state of mind right now. You've been holding on for a long time, secretly wishing. But I do see an offer or an apology, and you being back and forth, watching or seeing, thinking that your judgment, like like your intuition is kicking in that this isn't going to be fruitful, whatever this person's offering you at the moment. And this is that you're at a crossroads about them coming towards you right now because you still feel like there's some toxicity there. This person may be back and forth, or they may be obsessed with arguing and fighting about something. This is two different things. One of the things is you got abundance coming. Something's going to shift in your favor. Right now, you've been holding on for a while or holding tight for a long time, wishing things would change. You do have somebody here, though, wanting to come in with an offer, but you feel like it's going to be a disaster. Whatever that is, that's separate from the abundance. I feel like the abundance is going to be there for you, and things are going to shift. It's a shift for you. Okay, so maybe that's it. He tried to get you to start a business with him, but you felt like it was going to be a disaster. Yes. Okay. So your intuition is kicking in. So I feel like that's what's happening for you. Um, will the third party spill be exposed? PK. Will the third party spill be exposed? Tell me about PK. I'm only going to do this for the moderators, guys, because, my moderators are like the best there are. Okay. I mean, these ladies are on it. They're on it. Um, see, the third party could be a queen of pentacles here, and you have somebody trying to master their emotions about you. Feel like they want to apologize to you. This is a Queen of Wands energy right here. This person, where love is concerned with this King of Cups. I know yours is not a King of Cups, but he's mastering his emotions. He wants to apologize to you, or this could be, hold on one sec. Tell me about this offer. You're not speaking to him right now. Use your intuition. This person, this third party, wants him to have a new beginning in love with her. That's her wish. But I feel like that karma is going to kick in. See, this you're asking about, will this spell be exposed, though, right? It's been a long time coming. It will end. This is going to come to an end. He's not speaking to you, but the truth is going to come out. Yes. Yes. He's trying to go. This is like she's trying to guard the truth, but the truth is going to come out, and someone's going to be very guarded and defensive here. Yeah. See? Because their wish fulfillment was to attack, right? Their wish fulfillment was to attack. Under the bottom of the deck, there's going to be heartbreak. There's going to be heartbreak. It has been a burden for the two of you because of this person being strategic with their illusion to try to block a new passionate beginning. You guys have been through it because of this person, but I feel like he's going to end up getting a victory here. He's going to have to go into fight mode. This is before someone steps up and becomes an emperor. They go into King of Swords mode to get the victory, right? They're ready to fight back. He's going to fight back. This will be exposed. Okay, I don't know where we were here. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. How does Leo think and how does my Leo think I feel about him currently? Tell me about how does Leo think Constance thinks about him? He thinks you're wishing to be with him. He thinks that your wish in divine timing is to be with him. He needs to take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. He needs to do some soul searching about his mind games and manipulation. He needs to think about how his actions are. He may be watching you. It's almost like he sees. He may be watching you. I feel like his problem, Constance, is that he feels, I don't want to say less than, but I want to say that he doesn't feel like he's got his shit together enough for you because he's waiting for his ships to come in, to be stable, to be solid. You know, he's waiting for things to pop off in his best interest financially. That's what he's waiting for. You know, it's monetary for him. I feel like maybe he wants to come to you as the best version of himself. You know, I feel like, you know, this is him wanting to recover, hoping you'll master your emotions. Are you a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio? Yeah, you don't care about that, but he cares about that. See, I feel like, um, yes, Cancer. Okay. So he wants to recover with you. He's trapped in his head. He is back and forth trying to work on something here. He's working on justice because, you know, he's tired of pinching pennies. He's tired of having to hold on to every dime. So I feel like for him, it's about that he wants to come to you correct, and he wants to be able to provide for you a lifestyle that he feels you deserve, right? So just know that that he's really trying to focus really on making sure that he can do for you. Everything will work out. You know, especially today. Manifest that shit today. You know what I'm saying? Open that door. Let that the brightness in. You know, so much time is spent worrying about things when we really can just make those things happen. You know, don't doubt yourself. Open it. Open your mind, your eyes to see. So yeah. PK, I crack myself up sometimes. Sometimes I can't believe the shit that comes out of my own mouth. I am known for my euphemisms. People will tell me the things that you say just kill me sometimes. Um, I've even been told I should be a comedian, but it's just how the mind works. Constance, the one thing that you can do more than anything is to lift him up in a positive way, because that really makes them feel like they're unstoppable. Sometimes just believing in another person changes everything. Because if they have never had somebody that believes in them enough to say, "Hey, I got you," and no matter what, we'll weather the storm. Um, Believe me, because there are so many people in this world that don't have anybody that will lift them up and give them even, positive words change people's lives. You don't know what people are going through, and you could be the one that makes a difference in that person's day and really helps them to come out of whatever they're in. Fear keeps people on lockdown, right? That's the only way the devil's got his foot on your back. If he can make you afraid to open the doors and let the light in, it is what it is. Yeah, it's possible. We don't know what other people go through on a daily basis. Um, when somebody makes a negative comment, guys, um, hurt people. They don't know me from Adam, so why would they have anything to say to me, right? If they're not interested in what they hear, they can keep moving on with their life. They could just keep scrolling. It ain't hurting anybody, right? Um, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and everybody's not my cup of tea, right? So, at the end of the day, life is what it is. If you can get up in the morning and say, "Hey, my goal here is to put a smile on somebody's face," and you achieve that, then your cup is going to run over. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to be your cup of tea. I got sugar and spice in me. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Life is what it is. We're dealing with times right now in this world where, people are struggling to put food on the table. They're struggling to keep a roof over their head. Rent is getting so high. And the one thing that really gets me more than anything is the single parents out there that are trying to do it by themselves. They don't have the backup. They don't have anybody, helping them through that struggle. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, you're going to get real used to having rice and beans and cornbread and fried potatoes like we did when we were kids. We didn't know we were poor. We were poor. We didn't know we were poor. We had no clue that we were poor. We were grateful to have what we had. You know what I'm saying? So a hot meal in their belly at night, that's all that matters. Single guys too. Yeah, I'm saying single parents, period. Because there are men out there that are holding it down for their babies, and the mother's off a drug addict or whatever. There's single men that put their children above everything. There's a lot of mamas that do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, standing in that, realizing that, you might have it easy, but somebody else has got it difficult. I always say, when you feel like your prayers are not being answered, you need to look at it from a different perspective, because you have to realize how far down the chain you are. Like, you'll get taken care of eventually, but realize that there are so many more people in this world that have it so far. Um, they're so worse off than you are. There's so much. There's so many people that are so much more worse off than you are, and you have to realize that. Look, I'm going to wait my turn. That's why you always hear that. That's why if you read the word, okay, you're going to see that it says to wait on Him, right? Okay, well, wait on him means that, look, maybe your problem isn't as hard as Tommy's down the street is. Let me take care of that first, and then I'll come and take care of you, right? Be patient. Be patient. That's the bottom line. Realize that. Yeah, and be humble. Exactly, Tav. Be humble. Realize that, yes, the sun does not rise and set on me. I am one piece of the puzzle. Sometimes there's a dark cloud over me and it's going to stay there for a while, right? Sometimes it's snowing and sometimes it's raining, but I'm going to be happy in all times, right? I'm going to make a point to be happy in all times and be a blessing to others, no matter how hard I have it. Be a blessing to other people. I think I asked Sam to put that in a place all by itself. We can talk about shadow work right now if you guys want to talk about shadow work. It's a pretty easy concept, guys. We all have had these things that are going on in our lives um, that have changed us. Things that are events in our lives that where somebody took our power away from us. And what you need to do is you need to meditate. You need to get a piece of paper and a pencil. And you just need to go to a quiet corner and sit there and just sit back and say, tell your guides. I always do the 4 breaths in, hold it for a 4 count, and then blow it out to a 4 count and do that 4 times. It brings you into that alpha brain waves, bring it in relaxing, bringing you into that, right? And then just ask your guides to show you events in your life that made an impact because you lost your power. So then you need to watch those events. Go back to those events as far back as you can remember and watch it like you're watching a movie in your mind, right? Just be an observer in that moment. And then you can write down how you feel. Even with your eyes closed, you can write down words that you're feeling at that time, right? And then you're going to reach in and you're going to grab a cup from this person's hand. And it may be filled with something. Empty it out, right? Because that cup was the power you gave away. So you're going to empty out whatever they've put in it and you're going to empty it on the ground and then you're going to lay down the sword. The sword represents to me forgiving the trespass. This is not something I'm willing to carry any further than right here, right? So, forgiveness is important, guys. I have watched some TikTok, the amount of misinformation that you get, that people shouldn't have to forgive somebody that hurt them. Okay, well, you're not God and you're not the judge or the jury. Okay, so forgiveness isn't about you or about them, it's about you carrying the pain that this person has put on you, right? So by you pulling back your power from this person, taking that cup back, emptying out whatever is in it, you are now holding an empty cup, but lay down the sword, meaning that I no longer wish to carry the pain associated with this trauma. I'm not carrying it any further than this. It's going to stay right here. I'm going to let it go and I'm going to release myself from this burden. Releasing yourself from the burden doesn't have anything to do with the person that caused harm to you. They still have to face the music. There's no get out of jail free card. They will always have to face their own. We do things to other people as well, and we might not realize that we cause harm. People don't always have, ill intent when they cause harm, but how it's not up to that other person to determine that. It's up to you to determine whether or not this hurt you in some kind of a way, right? Because you're the one holding on to the pain from it. But when you choose every day to lay down the sword, you're choosing to release yourself from anybody that caused you angst at all, right? So when you're doing your shadow work, laying down the sword, forgiving the trespass, pulling back your power, and then you go on to the next thing. But keep a mental note of what you've written down here, because at the end of you releasing yourself from all of the nonsense, you're going to start to see patterns emerge. What is your triggers? What is the things that make you um, feel the way you do, or why you feel the way you do about certain things? And then once you have that piece of paper filled with all of those remarks that you've made about all of the things that hurt you, then you can actually take that list and you can burn that list. And as it's burning, you can say, I release this back to the universe with love and light, because this is about you clearing the way. These are all blockages that are in your path. And they've been there for as long as you've been alive, right? Because they could have started back when you were an infant. And then, as you got older, somebody bullied you or somebody hurt you or whatever the case may be. Every one of those things are blockages in your life. You're just really clearing the path so that when you look back and you look forward, the road is clear. You don't have to worry about feeling some kind of way about things. Nobody's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but you do forgive yourself too. I forgive those who trespass against me. I forgive myself for my shortcomings, because we're perfectly imperfect, right? We are all perfectly imperfect. There's not a day that goes by that we don't say something or do something. We sin on a daily basis, guys. And forgiving yourself for your shortcomings, forgiving others for their trespasses, and asking for forgiveness. They all go hand in hand. And if you want your your vibration to rise, this is the quickest way to bring your vibration up. Laughter helps too. But I mean, as far as releasing yourself from, it's almost like you're releasing yourself from any kind of bondage that you have on you. Yeah. So, it takes a while, but you guys need to just curl up in a corner, curl up in a corner, do your meditation, figure out what you need to do, and see how much lighter you feel after you do it, because you really do. It does make a huge difference. It makes a huge difference in how you feel, how do you think. um, it does. It absolutely does. The one thing that I know is, like, and I've had, guys, I have been through, I could write a book on the amount of shit that I've been through. Is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but I don't carry it. I have forgiven it all. I don't carry hate in my heart for anybody. I don't put up with people's bullshit either, though. I'm not one that will, I'm not easily, I won't take it. So when someone dishes it out, they better be prepared to, when they wake the beast. You know what I'm saying? It's 100%, because, I'll choke you with the hand I fed you with. I'll be the first person to say that. Um, but I never intend to start shit with anybody. That's never my intent, to start something. I'll finish it, but I won't start it. And when I tell people I have a temper, you might not want to, go there. They think that's like I'm shots fired, or a warning shot, and then that shows weakness. I promise you, I am not weak. Weak is the last thing you're going to think about me. But that's the whole thing. I think I'm just kind of giving you a heads up. This is probably not a good idea. Abort mission. Abort mission, because that, yes, weak is not something you're going to remember about me. Yes. Yeah. And but I was also raised that way as a kid. My parents always told me growing up, you don't start it, but you finish it. Because back in the day, we didn't use weapons. We had our hands, and that's what we handled it with. When we were kids, we went fisticuffs, right? You settled it with a fight. Everybody was around, everybody witnessed it, everybody knew what it was about, right? That's a whole different story these days, right? You don't start it, but you finish it. You never back down. and you never let them see you sweat. But you bite. You look sweet and cuddly, but you bite. You're hilarious. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is too much of a waste of time. I'm not talking about going out of your way and arguing and fighting. I'm talking about when somebody's attacking you somehow. You turn in, you handle it. That's the bottom line. You never cower and run away from it. You face it. Yeah, we don't you don't run from a bully. You don't run from a bully. And that's across the board for anything. And I'm not talking about going and pushing your will on other people, because, like, again, I'm saying I don't start stuff. I don't go out of my way to get in people's business or do that kind of thing. Um, but when someone comes at me sideways, they're going to see what I'm made of. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I feel like when you are here's the thing. When I was growing up, my sister would always pound the snot out of me. I don't remember winning a fight with my sister until I was probably about 12, and I got a lucky punch in. That's the bottom line. I got a lucky punch in. But, she was always faster than me, and she used to pound on me. But I didn't cry in the corner. I always fought back. They do. They do mistake kindness for weakness. That's the biggest. That's the problem. They do. And at the end of the day, because they think you're weak, they think they can take advantage, and then they realize that they can't. And then they go, oh, they get a whole new. We were always taught the same thing. To be love, to show people respect your elders. uh, you know um, don't speak until you're spoken to. Old school. Yeah, little mouses can scare an elephant. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. you know to me, it's like, be kind until you need to take a stand. Oh, I am so old school. It's ridiculous. I'm old fashioned. Even my twin said that I reminded him from somebody from the 1940s. I'm very traditional, very traditional. But, there's something to be said about those traditions. Some people say they're outdated, but, you know, I'm happy. I live my life, right? I don't go and get into business, other people's business. I always go back to Cat Williams. I don't give a F what you're doing in your life, because I'm doing what the F I'm doing in my life. you know? Yeah. Standing up for oneself. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Because at the end of the day, if you cower to people, they will always bully you. They will always treat you some kind of way. They think they can lord over you, so to speak. Yeah. Our grandparents lived in a time where life was a lot harder than it is today. Back then, they raised their own food. They grew, they raised their animals, they raised their own crops. They had to, um, the amount of work that went into making one meal is crazy. So I feel like we need to get back to some of that these days because you see how out of whack it is now. And the younger generation wouldn't understand this, but to me, I feel like you need to have a backup plan and be able to know how to if you need to grow your own food or build your own home, if you're having to be off grid or something, how to do all those things. It's important to know all of these things, because at the end of the day, we don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't. Yeah, growing up, canning. I love to can. I love to make jam, homemade jam. I like to cook. I like to bake. I don't do it a lot these days, but I can. I mean, it's not like I don't know how to do it. So, but my son is the cook, and man, he can cook. He's really good. Why should I cook if he does? You know, I'm saying, hey, Bino, hey, Bino. So anyway, okay, guys, I think I'm going to get off here and I'm going to um, roadkill. That's freaking hilarious. That's here. That is hilarious. I have to say, I had an aunt one time that came to babysit us while my parents went on a fishing trip, and we lived in Kentucky at the time, and we had about 150 chickens. We had a farm, and my aunt decided she was going to kill 7 chickens and make chicken and dumplings for everybody because they had 5 kids and there were 4 of us. So, there were 10 people. There were 10 people there. So she killed a bunch of chickens. And I can just remember these chickens running around the yard headless. And then we had to dip them in the boiling water and pluck them. And the smell is something that you just cannot get out of your nose. And I just, uh, you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't get the smell out. And to this day, I have a hard time eating chicken and dumplings because of the smell. It's like it's a reminder to me of that smell. And it just was like, oh, I was just, I mean, back in the day, I knew how to skin a rabbit. I knew how to skin a squirrel because people eat those things back in when I was a kid. That was dinner. You know what I'm saying? So, and the way it smells, it just has a funky smell to it. Okay, and it gets in the nose, and you just can't get that memory out of your nose. Sometimes it's just gross. It's gross. I had a hard time eating chicken and dumplings for years because of it. It was. We would call that Hassenpfeffer, rabbit stew. I have a cookbook that's from the 30s, and how do you pronounce that? Sambuca? It makes you gag? See, we all have those things about us from our childhood. But back in the day, anyway, this I found this. I think my mom gave it to me. I think it was a cookbook that she was taught how to cook in when she was a little girl, and a trigger. My trigger is the smell of plucking chickens. So anyway, there's prairie dog in there. So one of the recipes was prairie dog. And I was like, do we even have prairie dogs in here? I think it was from 1936, the cookbook. I still have it, but that's the one my mom learned how to cook in. And so when we found it at an antique store, she got me one and she got my sister one. So it's interesting, you know. Now you know where you get like certain things my mom used to make. It was because that was how she was taught. So now I have the cookbook that I can go back and reference that kind of stuff. So I always say that a recipe is just a suggestion, right? Because you're always going to tweak it, make it your own, and add some more seasoning. If you don't season food properly, it is not good food. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. People wouldn't eat. There are people that still eat. Bino, in other countries, I mean, you think about it, in the Philippines, they eat balut, okay? I would not put that in my mouth. But people say, oh, it tastes really, really good. Or it's like, oh no, that is nasty. What one person's dust rag is another person's ball gown. Some people are going to like it and some people won't. I grew up eating liver and onions. I love liver and onions, but people are grossed out by liver and onions. Yeah, they would never eat. But here's the difference between us and other countries. Other countries, they're looking for the protein aspect of it and they're willing to eat that because sometimes that's all the protein they get, you know. Crunch all the bones. Oh no, that's gross. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I love liver and onions. Yeah, it's good if it's cooked correctly. Um, yeah, even what you call it, chicken gizzards. Um, when we lived in Kentucky, I don't know if it was at Cumberland Falls or wherever. My parents used to get these deep fried, seasoned chicken gizzards. They were fantastic. They were like perfection, and so I don't know. Different people can cook it. I honestly believe it's the seasoning, it's how they prepare it, because everybody. Oh yeah, Bino, my second husband was Filipino, and I would come home and it would smell really good, and I would go open the pot in the kitchen, and there would be a salmon head floating in the pot. You know, he loved it. It smelled good. I wasn't about to eat it. No, there's no way in hell I was going to put that in my mouth. I just know. And not only that, when we would go to, because they throw huge parties, and you see old Billy in the backyard going, and then next thing he's four legs up on your plate. I can't handle it. That is not for me. If I don't see you preparing it, and I don't see him in the backyard and pet him, and then the next thing you know, he's the dinner, I'm okay. Okay. I even had a friend that I used to work with that bought a cow, and so that the kids didn't get attached, they named this cow Dinner. They sirloin, you know what I'm saying? Dinner. So that's just freaking funny. If I don't see it, I can eat it. If they make a stew out of it and I'm not privy, but even that, they make something called, I want to hope I'm saying it right, papayid, and that is the innards. That's all the innards of the goat. I've tasted it. Thank God I didn't know what it was when I tasted it. It just tasted Billy, up in, yeah, just four legs up on your plate. We just can't handle it. had chicken for dinner. You thought it was chicken. Yeah, you thought you were eating chicken for dinner. I remember we used to have a rabbit in a cage on our back patio. It was my brother's pet, and my mom was watering the lawn and caused it to have a heart attack. It was bad. He seizured, and the poor rabbit died because it got water on it. It was must have been a hot day or something, but yeah, I remember that. Pet duck. Oh my goodness. It disappeared. Yeah. Yeah. Was the skin crispy? Because that duck, one of my youngest son likes to make duck, and he always prepares, oh, tripe too. Oh no, you know, I like I like pozole, but the only difference between pozole and menudo is the tripe. One's got meat and one's got tripe. I cannot eat something that looks like a kitchen sponge. It just no. But here's the thing: when you grow up in a country home, because we lived in the country, that was part of your. That's how you were raised, right? Um, but we're used to what we would call peasant food. This is what the poor people ate, the peasant food, when we were kids or whatever. I don't care what nationality you are, if you grew up poor in that country, you ate peasant food. But the peasant food is what everybody eats today. That's the thing about it. The fact that even though people were poor, they were able to make a good meal for their family, and those are where the traditions are based around. You know, people love pozole. People love menudo. They whatever the case may be. Isn't that called squab? That's funny. Feet, ears, all the parts of the pig are eaten. Yeah, chitlins. Yeah, yeah. I mean, not only that. They even crisp up the fat on the back and make pork rinds. Pork rinds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. My son can cook. He can cook his ass off. I'm telling you. And he smokes meat, and he does all of yeah. My daughter-in-law too. Between the two of them, I mean, there's no reason for me to do any of that nonsense. I'm just underfoot as far as that goes. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, in New York City. Here's the thing. I feel like even when we were kids, I mean, our basic meal for the most part was boiled beans, fried potatoes, cornbread, whatever was in the garden, whatever we grew. We always had, my mom always could make a decent meal. I mean, you could really, biscuits and gravy, things like that. You can feed a family for next to nothing. Gravy it's flour and water, for heaven's sakes, and salt and pepper. If you're lucky, you got milk in it, right? But you throw that over a homemade biscuit, which again is just flour, water, and lard or whatever. You can still feed your family for a few dollars. Um, I don't think people realize that today, but you can actually, yeah, it's a simple. Grandma's biscuits were amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cornbread, that's how we were raised. The things that we had, we were appreciative of. We never expected anything. We were shocked when we got, something, you know, steak and mashed potatoes and stuff like that. That was a Thanksgiving meal or whatever, turkey, whatever. It was a Thanksgiving meal. It was a holiday meal. It wasn't something you had on a regular basis back in the day. Yeah, 100%. Bake your own bread, beans. Exactly. Exactly, Jean. Yeah. And there was nothing wrong with it. It was always delicious. And if you think about it, your fondest memories are what the centered around that kind of thing. It's the simpler, the better. You know, making sauce. I don't know, Beano, do you refer to it as gravy or do you refer to it as Sunday sauce? Or when you're talking about your marinara? People have different, it depends on what part of the country you're from, I guess, and how you, um, gravy is brown. Exactly. Exactly. Gravy is brown. Okay. So it's sauce. It's sauce. Okay. Sauce in a bread. You're going to make your sauce and you're going to have bread and you're going to dip it in the sauce. That's what everybody did. You're going to just dip it in the sauce. Make it over noodles, put it over meat, whatever the hell it is. See, that's what everybody makes everybody happy. But sauce is gravy is brown. Gravy is brown in my house too. I agree with you. It's sauce. I have very little Italian in me, very, very little. But yeah, especially if you got to have some crusty bread around and you just want to dip it in there and oh my God, so good. You guys are making me hungry. I'm craving spaghetti. I'm one of these. My kids always make fun of me because there's a restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant. I used to go there all the time, and that's why I'm hungry. But I always refer to the noodles as perfectly al dente. When people know how to cook a noodle the right way and it comes out perfectly al dente, it's going to be good. It's so funny. You're having sushi today. I want some spaghetti, Sam. I want some spaghetti. Oh my God. That sounds so good. See, you got those memories, Bino. That's what it's all about. We went from tarot to food talk. Hello. Oh, I know. Some good spaghetti just on a cold day is so good. Oh my God. But you can throw a noodle at me anytime. I don't care if they're Chinese, Japanese. I don't care. I love noodles. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, but that's what makes us who we are because that's what sets your traditions. That's what sets your family traditions. And the majority of our family traditions are centered around food. They really are. Because food was what brings people together. Food is love. So, yeah, you guys are so funny. Okay, okay, guys, I've been on here chatting about food. I need to go eat lunch. It's so funny. Oh, we're having tacos. I want spaghetti tonight. I want spaghetti tonight, Sam. I want some spaghetti. We can have tacos tomorrow. Tacos on Friday. Okay. It does bring people together. I know that spaghetti's one of my favorite foods. He is the IT and the chef. Yes. Chief cook and bottle washer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So funny. Too funny. Okay, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow on Quartz Rose Tarot. And we're almost through the week, guys. It's Friday tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Yeah, I agree with you, Jean. If it's Italian, I'll eat it. I love Italian food. I love Mexican food. I love Chinese food. I love Japanese food. I even like Indian food. I'm very fond of Mediterranean. I don't look like I've missed a meal, so we're good. Okay, guys, I will talk to you soon.